save, to pay my bills, and to just live comfortably. Like, who wants to be working to pay bills? Nobody wants to do that, but that is sadly a lot of people's reality. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Kionni, the responsible homegirl. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, click the like button, turn on the post notifications, all of that good stuff. If you are a supporter, a returner, I appreciate you. Make sure you share my video with someone that can also add value to their life. Before we get started, let's get into this fro, y'all. This fro. It's the fro for me. And yes, it's mine. People are always like, is that your real hair? Yes, it's my real hair. Thank you. But for real, I'm like, yes, this is mine, sweetheart. This not the Jerry curl from the hair store. Young's, my people from King Street, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's get into today's video. Today we're gonna be discussing how to create a budget and stick to it monthly. So sometimes I know budgeting can just be, you know, that thing that everybody knows that they need, but they avoid doing it. And if they do it, they like don't stick to it. It's like, you know, they do it for 1 month or whatever. But I'm gonna teach you how I budget every single month, legit every single month, and I stick to it. It's not nothing like, you know, hard. It's very simple, very easy. And I believe that you can do it regardless of if you make, you know, $20,000 a year or if you make $200,000 a year. It does not matter, because if you can't manage $1,000 or if you can't manage $100, you're not going to be able to manage 100,000 or, you know, 100 million. You know, it does not matter. Numbers are numbers. So let's get into it. I always say there are 3 rules to basic budgeting. The first one is your budget is simply a financial GPS, period. When you think of a GPS, you put a location in your phone, you tell your phone, okay, I want to go to XYZ, and then your phone gives you directions on how to get to that place. It does not matter if you turn on the wrong road or if you run into an accident. It does not matter. They're still going to have the directions for you. They may even reroute you. They're giving you directions. They're telling you where to go so you can get to your destination. Now, your budget is your financial GPS. It's the same exact thing. You make the money, so you need to tell your money where exactly you want it to go. Rule number 1. Your budget is your financial GPS. It's that simple. You make the money, so you tell your money where you want to go. Number 2, always, I want y'all to feel this, always pay yourself first. Always. I do not care. What do I mean by paying yourself first? That means saving or investing something into yourself first. Before you pay a bill, yes. Before you go out to eat, yes. Before you loan it to somebody, yes. Pay yourself first, period. So every time, well, now that I don't have a 9-to-5, I don't have consistent income. So what I pay myself varies from month to month. Even, well, I save on a weekly basis. So what I save varies from week to week. So whatever it is, that number is, tailored towards you. Put it in a savings account. Why do I say pay yourself first? Because you know how we are. We get our paycheck. We are super excited. We go buy this, buy that, pay bills. And we're like, okay, I'm going to save next week. Or I'm going to save when I get my next paycheck. And do you save? Probably not. Majority of the people in America don't even have $1,000 for an emergency. So just let that sink in. Let that sink in. This is why I always tell people pay yourself first, because there's literally no excuse for you to not have money. You work, so you need to be saving your money. Pay yourself first. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is if you can't, my bunny ears, my quote unquote, if you can't pay yourself first, you need to figure out, should I increase my income? So do I need to be making more money? 2, do I need to decrease my expenses So what can I get rid of on a monthly basis that I don't necessarily need? Or 3, do both. Increase your income and decrease your expenses. And that is exactly what I did. When I first started my personal finance journey, I was like, okay, I'm clearly not making enough money to save, to pay my bills, and to just live comfortably. Like, who wants to be working to pay bills? Nobody wants to do that, but that is sadly a lot of people's reality, honestly. So you need to like legit do this exercise and budget monthly and stick to it, and you will just be in a much better place. So those are the first 3 rules of budgeting. So let's actually get into the basic budgeting, like, activity that you can do each and every month. So the first thing that I start off with doing is listing all of your income streams. So if you have a 9-to-5, if you have a side hustle, if you have a part-time job, if you make money, however it is, the way you make money, the way you have some money coming in, you need to list it. So list that, and then also list the item amount. The second thing that you need to do is list your expenses. And when I say every expense, like legit, every single expense. I don't care if it's Apple storage for 99 cents a month, like that needs to be listed as well. So your rent, your light bill, like your utilities, your phone bill, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Apple storage, car payments, student loans, anything. Like, I need you to think deep. And actually, you can use your bank statements as a guide to see what is always leaving your account. If it is a monthly reoccurring expense, that needs to be listed on your budget, right? So once you have your income listed and your expenses listed, you can kind of look at those numbers and see exactly what you're working with, right? So after you do that, the next thing that you need to do is, based on this income, the income that you have coming in, what do you want to pay yourself? So if you're doing your budget every 2 weeks, or if you're doing your budget every month, it's really up to you. But think about in your head, what do I want to pay myself? Do I want to pay myself $50, $100, $500, $600? Like, what is it that I want to pay myself? So whatever that number is, you would write that number down. After you write that number down, you need to subtract your income, you need to subtract what you paid yourself from your income. Because after you pay yourself, that now becomes your new number that you're going to subtract from your expenses. So once you have subtracted what you paid yourself from your income, you have a new number. Now that new number is what you're going to be working with as far as paying your expenses, giving money away, spending money, investing money, all of that good stuff. So let's go down to step number 2. Step number 2, take your new income number and your expenses number. Now subtract your expenses from your income. Subtract your expenses from your income. Now, with that new number, you now have 4 things that you can do with this money. 4 things: spend, save, invest, or give. That is how you use money as a tool. Spend, save, invest, and give. Period. It's just that simple. So of course, automatically you know that you have some stuff in the spend column, because whatever your expenses are, boom, that's automatically in your spend column. So whatever that number is, go ahead and copy that number and put it in your spend column. Now next, you want to move to your save column. Do you want to save some more money? Do you even have enough money to save anything? So think about that. The next column is invest. How much money do you want to invest in yourself? Because investing is super important. So investing can be anything. If you take like an advanced training class, if you want to invest in your education by buying a book, if you want to invest in yourself, people have their own definition of investing in themselves. Whatever that is, I don't care if it's a massage. Like, some people may argue that that's like should go in your spend column, but I think that's investing in yourself, investing in your well-being, your health. So think about what you want to invest in yourself for that month. And then the last column is give. What will you give someone? Me personally, I pay my tithes faithfully. That's not even a part of my give, because my tithe is what I owe, my 10%. Anything that I give after that 10%, that goes in my give column. Does that make sense? I'm saying it like you can talk back to me, but I want you to, like, you know, feel me. So those are the 4 ways that you can use money as a tool. Spend, save, invest, and give. And that's it. Me personally, I don't do itemized budgets because, I mean, if I give myself $100 food budget, if I go over, then what? Now I'm feeling bad because I didn't stick to my budget. That legit makes no sense. No. So I just consciously spend money. I consciously have these things going on in my tabs. And once I allocate the dollars, I'm good to go. It's simple, it's easy, and it's basic. It's basic. But one thing that I've had to learn with budgeting is everybody's method doesn't work for everybody. So if you try this and you feel like, okay, maybe this doesn't really work for me, like I'm not disciplined enough, or like, you know, I just think that I have too many moving parts. If you actually need to do an itemized budget, like you really have to just sit down and play trial and error. Do what works best for you. When I first started my personal finance journey, my money was a mess, a hot mess. And I came up with this like out of nowhere, and it has been legit helping me ever since. So if you struggle with budgeting, if you want a basic budget that you want to adopt, that you know will be super easy, super good to stick to, try it out. I will also have linked below in the comment section or like the description box where you can download the free basic budgeting worksheet that I have created. Yes, it is free, and yes, it will be super helpful for you. You can take it, you can fill it out online, or if you want to just print it out and use it, you can use it as well. It basically recaps everything that I've said in this video. So if you know that you struggle with budgeting and you want to create a budget and stick to it monthly, I would highly recommend the basic budget. Like, it works, I promise you. When I do my one-on-one budgeting sessions with people, this is the exact method that we use. We go through their finances, we go through their bank statements, and we do something that works well for them, period. So if you know that you need help with budgeting, start off with this method. It's super easy. And also, if you would like a one-on-one session with me to help you start budgeting and create a budget that works well with you, you can also click the link below. It will be in the description box, and you can schedule a consultation with me. Period. It's that easy. I'm all for basic budgeting. That is the foundation of your personal finances, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also share it with someone. Like I always say, we need more financial education, more personal finance, more financial literacy going around in our community, because these are not things that we are taught in school. You basically have to, like, you know, fall on your face to learn them, or if you have someone wise in your circle, or if you just, you know, care about doing better with your money, you have to go seek this information yourself. But because you have already came in contact with this video, go share it with someone. You never know how it can change their lives. But thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And I hope to see you soon on my next one. Bye.